my friends, this is BobbieD coming to you live from the long bonds of the Philippines. I'm having an awesome time in the Philippines today. Hope you are as well. Where are you from? Hey, today I want to talk to you about, do you know about the Dool Test experiment on children? Yeah, man. Do you know about the Dool Test experiment on children from the Philippines? Yeah. Woo, what a joy. It's such a joy to come back to get my friends. And I tell you, I want to say those here for the first time, click on the subscribe button and the bell notification icon. So you can see fresh, new Philippine videos, motivational videos, and worldwide videos. Now, when we talk about experiments, Dool Test, I am referring to a Dool Test experiment that was done in the United States of doggone America. Yeah, years ago. And the reason why I'm referring to this is because it's Black History Month. And guess what, guys? This Dool Test experiment was done on Black children. Yeah, with the people with the melanin skin, this melanin in their skin, like me, some of you got, they did it to us, and we're gonna find out why it happened, what happened, who did it, and all the details that you need to know, because this is Black History Month. As we celebrate Black History Month, we want to reveal information that you can understand as it relates to you and your melanin skin. Because one of the reasons why we have Black History Month is because our nation as a whole never celebrated people that contributed to the building of this nation that had melanin in their skins. We were thought of as nothing for many years, for years and years and years. When we brought this country in the United States, they brought us in chains, man. And they didn't think of us as human beings, so they wouldn't. Why would they put us in the history books? They didn't. So we have to write our own history, and that means we've got to know our history to write it, right? And that means that we celebrate our history. And this month has been designated as Black History Month. Every year in February, it's been delegated and designated Black History Month. And so we lift up the contributions of those Black Americans that suffered, so many of them suffered, bled, and died, to promote a better life for people with melanin in their skins in the United States of America. Okay, so that's what we do. So we want to talk about an experiment about that some Black children were done to some Black children. And when you learn about the experiment, I think you'll be, some of you that don't know about it, you'll be a little bit surprised. And then some of you already know about it. Some of you won't be surprised when you hear about it, because anyway, I don't want to get ahead of myself. But let's talk about, we want to do for a quick 1-minute review. We're going to talk about what we did on a previous broadcast, prior broadcast, live stream broadcast. And I forgot, man. Happy belated Valentine's Day to y'all out there, all you lovers out there. I did a video yesterday. I deleted the video, my mistake. I did a live stream, man. I was doing my little statistics on my internet for YouTube. I deleted the live stream video. I did a video yesterday called "Shout Out to All the Lovers." Y'all missed y'all. I know y'all. Some of y'all got it. Some of you missed it. But I deleted the video by error. And when you delete a video on YouTube, man, you ain't getting it back. I fat fingered it. It was God's I'm trying to delete something else. Anyway, those of you that celebrated Valentine's Day, some of you don't. Some of you don't eat food, It's just no day, me, Bobby. I don't fool that, man. It's just, I don't get no candy. I don't get no fly. It's just no day. Okay, that's your thing, sure. But look, yeah, let me tell you something. When you deal with a Filipino man, you better get them something. You better try, act like you're gonna get something. You better act like you're gonna try to get them something. Just don't say Happy Valentine and go about it, because that's not gonna float. That's not gonna fly. That's not gonna make them happy at all. They're gonna say, Junior, do you know it's Valentine's Day? Yeah, it's Valentine's Day. What about it? Junior? I'm gonna tell you again, Junior. Do you know it's Valentine's Day? They don't want to tell you because they don't want to feel like they're forcing you to get them something, but they'll remind you, and you should respect them. And here, Valentine's Day is huge, man. It is, you hear me? It's huge, especially if you're in a relationship with a woman out here, Filipina. Even if you're overseas, if you're in an LDR, long distance relationship, send a lady something that would help her to your stock will grow way up in her value, in her eyes. You'll appreciate you that much more, because I'm telling you, Valentine's Day is big out here. But for the women, for the men, you get nothing. Right? We might get a kiss on the cheek, thank you. That's it. But for the ladies, man, it's huge. And if you, it's not a matter of the fact that you have to do something, but it's a matter of fact that you choose to do something, and your choice, your decision to do something for them during that period of time makes them happy. And why not bring a little happiness to them? Man, I know we got our own principle, Bobby. You know, I ain't got to do all that. You know, it's this little day. You know, I ain't got to do all that. You know, she loved you, I love her, she loved me. I ain't got to bring nothing special. No, you don't have to do it. It's not required. There's no law that says you have to participate in Valentine's Day. But if you want to not be judged in the court of public opinion by your girlfriend or your wife, whatever, get her something, okay? That just means that you showing her extra special attention on a particular day. That doesn't mean that you don't take care of her on other days of the year. It just makes you look better in her eyes, okay? That's all it is. All right. So we're going to take a look at a quick 1-minute review on what we talked about. What we talked about on last video. It ain't a lot of folk. It's almost, you know what? When I don't say a lot of folk, you know what I do? Boom. So I'm gonna, boom. Let's go. All right. So last time we talked about let me pull this up. Hold on. That's what we talked about, man. I did so many videos. Okay, we talked about be ready. Dating, man. You need to be ready. You need to be prepared. When you come to this Philippines, you're looking for a woman, whatever, you need to be ready. Because if you're not ready, somebody's going to get you ready. And they're going to get you ready, pointing you to the wrong direction. So you want to be focused. You don't be prepared to find, you have to study, man. Read about this country. Ask your friends about this country. You got people that live here. Look at the videos on YouTube. Tons of videos out there. But be ready, okay? Because if you're not, you're going to be taken to the cleaners, okay? They're going to clean you out, everything you got. You think I'm playing with you? Come out here acting like you don't know nothing. Oh, no, just have a good time. Next thing you know, all your money gone. You still don't know nothing. Be ready, man. That's what I talked about right there. And let's see, we talked about you have to understand the importance of communication. You have to talk to you about communication, man. That was a very good example I gave. Communication is a process, man. And it involves a sender and a receiver. That's all it is. And because how you send your message determines how she receives it, you should make sure your message is clear, is specific, and that you're on the same channel of communication. You're on the same wavelength, okay? That way, when she gets your message to the other side, it's not going to be garbage. It's not going to be a noise and things that are taken away from the message, okay? Because you're on the same wavelength and you understand. Communication is one of the keys in any relationship, whether it's your boss, employee, your community and you, or whatever, man. Any relationship, children, father, children, any relationship communication is one of the solid keys that will get you through your relationship and get you through any situation in life. Okay, so always have a good communication channel. We talked about what else? Natural beauty. A lot of you growing up on that fake stuff, What you mean, Bobby? What you mean? Yeah, that fake stuff, that fake beauty. The fake hair. Weave. You remember weave? Now weave. Your old lady, the previous girlfriend had weave. She had a hair full of weave. You thought it was her hair, and then you start putting your hand through her hair, and you felt all the little the glue coming. That's what you used to. But here's not a whole lot of that. You will see me find a little bit here and there, but mostly you're gonna find natural beauty, man. It's gonna blow your mind. You're like, wow. You're gonna have to get you some shade because your eyes gonna pop out when you come in, man. Natural beauty is what you're gonna expect here. We talked about seeking unconditional love. When you come in, man, you gonna get a lady, man. Most of the time, the real deal Filipino, they're gonna love you forever and a day. Forever and ever, they're gonna love you, man, and they're gonna love you right, tight, long, strong. They're just not gonna love you today and hate you tomorrow. No, if they're really with you, if they're real deal Filipino, 100%, they're gonna love you like you would never know. That's gonna be the best love you've ever known in your life. You think you know love in the USA, whatever? You ain't seeing nothing yet. And then we talked about last time we talked about your value loyalty. If you want somebody loyal, man, hey. Philippine is the one you want, okay? They're very loyal and they're dedicated. When they choose a man, That's who they choose. They don't look to the left, look to the right for nobody else. They focus on you. And that's the way it should be. But unfortunately, in the U.S., it's not that way a lot of times. In the U.S., if you don't have the multi, you ain't got nothing. You know, if you let's say you lost your job and you got the ladies, y'all been hooked up for a year, and you ain't let go to move. Let buy me the you okay, baby, okay, baby. And then he said, I'm lost my job, I can't do that. He said, what? I see you later. They gone because that's all they want. And a lot of times it's here in the Philippines like that as well. But those ones when you meet in the Philippines like that, those are scammer, jammers, flip flammers. They just want your money. You just put them down. Go on until you find the next, the real deal. When you find the real deal, it ain't gonna be about the money. It's gonna be about you and her. How you sync together, how you connect together, and that's going to be the most important and overriding thing in your relationship. How well you get along, how well you communicate, how well you react to one another and support one another in love. Okay, that's what we're talking about. All right, so then we'll talk about do you know about the doll test? I'm talking about the baby doll. Yeah, baby doll. I'm talking about doll. I'm not talking about hello, Dolly. It's been good, Dolly. Remember the song? I ain't talking about none of that. I'm talking about the doll test. But none of y'all like it. Like, we talking about man, no, but the doll test, no. And that's what I'm talking about. Whenever we talk about Black Christian, whenever this is an indictment on the African American race. Okay, because whenever there's a discussion or a presentation about history of Black people, our own people won't even attend. That's sad, man. Very few people attend. America's done such a good job on us, man. We don't even care about our own people. We don't care about our own history. You know, and it's sad, man. Some of us don't want to know about no Black history, don't care not about Black history, but it's black as the night. And every time you turn around, they get stopped on the corner by po-po. And they don't want to know about the history. But you have to know about your history, man. You have to know what went before you so that you don't wind up repeating that situation. Think I'm playing with you? I know my history. I took many black history. I went to HCBU. You don't know what that is, look it up. Historic College, Black University. I went to one. Clark. Remember Clark, Atlanta? Clark, it's called Clark University now. I went to that, man. That's why I didn't graduate there. I went there for 2 years and I transferred to another school. I graduated from Arkansas State. But I'm telling you, man, you gotta know you. That's where I got most of my history. I didn't get taught in high school, or when I got to Clark. That's when I got it. But I got it. It don't matter how you get it, man, as long as you get it. Okay. It don't matter how you start out in this world, as long as you finish strong in this world. That's what I intend to do. And everything I do in my life, I don't care where I came from I came from Charleston, South Carolina, back in the city, and I was back there, and I'm here now. And when I finish my course, my run in this world, I'm gonna finish strong, baby. You think I'm playing? That's my intention. I'm gonna finish strong and long. I'm not going out. I know weak sheep. Don't know nothing in this world. I'm trying to learn as much as I can and grow as much as I can, so I can help somebody do better than I did in this world. And that's what this life is all about. Being a blessing to somebody else, passing what you learned, what you acquired in this world, with your experience, your knowledge, whatever, and helping somebody else so they won't have it as bad as you came up. Okay? That's what it's about, man. Passing it back. All right, so let's go ahead. We're gonna talk about this real quick. Man, I ain't playing tonight. Watch this. What? You think I'm playing? I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give it to you quick, and you understand it. But we're not gonna do it down. All right, let's go. Thumbnail for the day. Thumbnail for the day. Thumbnail for the day. Hold on, man. This thing all messed up. Where we at? Did I bring it? I didn't put the. Okay, I didn't put the thumbnail. Okay, man. Excuse me 1 minute, y'all. I done messed up. I thought all right, give me 1 minute. 1 second. I got to pull this thumbnail up. I think I can do it real quick. Give me 1 second. Come on, 1 second. Just 1 second, please. Where is it at? Come on, Bobby. Right, hold on. Okay. Let me pull it up real quick. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 quick minute. Go get you something to drink. Go get you something to eat. It'll take a couple of minutes. Okay. Hold on. I thought I had pulled it up, but I didn't put it in the right place. That's the problem. Okay. Here we go. Edit, and my system's a little bit slow, but I'm getting there. But yeah, while I'm doing this, that Valentine's Day is a day for lovers, man. And you know, it's a day, you don't have to be a boyfriend, girlfriend love, you know what I'm saying? It could just be a love. You love your sister, you love your brother, you love your mom, you know. It's about love, you know, not necessarily between a man and a woman, but it's about love between people, man, that are sweet to you, that have been good to you, that you've been have an awesome relationship with. That's what it's about. And if you have somebody like that in your life, you should celebrate them. It's like, hey, I just came by and I want to call you this. Happy Valentine's Day. You've been so good to me throughout the years. And I just wanted to pay tribute to you, pay homage to you, to let you know that I'm thinking about you on Valentine's Day. You'd be surprised at how well that person that you honored would feel. That you took the time, booked the time, shook the time, crooked the time, come by and said, Happy Valentine's Day. I've done it to my sisters. My sisters are in the USA and I can't do it to them all of that. But I would call them, you know, Facebook. So happy Valentine's Day, you know, and they would love it, man. Okay, thumbnail for the day. Ooh, I got it. Thumbnail for the day, thumbnail for the day, thumbnail for the day. Here we go. See that right there? Dolly test. Baby doll. Got a white, a Caucasian one, and you got a chocolate, black African one. Okay? Black American. It's a Dolly test, man. Baby doll test. That's what we're going to talk about today. That is our thumbnail for the day. Focus for the day. Focus for the day. I told you we're going to be on today, and we ain't playing. Okay? Focus for the day. Here we go. This is our focus for the day, ladies and gentlemen. See right there? Little boy at the desk. He got it. He got a choice. You want the black baby, or do you want the white baby? The Caucasian or the African? Which one you want, son? Make up your mind. Which one? Which one? Which one? We're gonna find out. All right, focus for that. What was the Doll test? Number 2, what was the significance of the test? Number 3, has the findings of the test, that should be test, my bad, T-E-S-T. Has the finding of the test made a difference in our lives? We're gonna find out. We're gonna look at that today. We're gonna find that out, and we're gonna determine, has it really made a significant difference in our lives? Yeah, we need to know. Encouragement, I want to know. All right, let's go. Number 1 is what? What was a Doll test? Okay, here's what the Doll test was. Back in the 30s, late 30s, early 40s, this man right here, that's Dr. Kenneth Clark on the left, right there, and that's his beautiful wife, Mamie, or they call her Mamie, but the real name is Mary. They're both certified, educated PhDs. Okay, they're doctors of psychology. They have their psychology degrees. And the good thing about it, guys, they got their psychology degrees back in the 30s, and very few African Americans were given PhDs back then. And they guess what university got their college degrees from? They both went to HBCUs, but they wound up getting their PhDs at a prestigious mostly Caucasian college at that time, Columbia University in New York City. So these were some very, very intelligent black people. And I got to tell you, man, one of the things that scares Caucasian America most is an educated black man or an educated black woman. I'm telling you, man. Because when your mind is clear on what the real deal is, they know you know them. They know you can see their dirt. They don't like you because nobody wants you to get caught, want you to catch them doing their dirt, right? You don't believe me? Ask your papa, Mr. Trump. Anyway, let's go. But yeah, they're very well educated, and they're psychologists, man. You know, I got my BS in psychology, and I got a minor in business. But I understand them. They said, look here, we're trying to figure out what happens when people about race. You know, when you bring the kids up, how do you think about white? How do you think about black? And so they did an experiment, man. You know, they did an experiment back in the 30s, and it was a psychological experience on race. They said, look, they got some kids together, African American children. Back then, they called them Negroes. I know that's funny. That sounds funny and strange now. Negro, come here, Negro. Don't call me on Negro. Whatever you do, man, please don't call me on Negro, because I might just snap on you. Okay, I know back then it was a common term, and that's what we preferred. It was either Negro or N-word. Okay, that's what we call. the N-word or Negro. So Negro back then was acceptable, and the N-word was not acceptable then. And to me, it's not acceptable now. Although many of you of our African Americans use that N-word to ourselves, and the way we use it to ourselves is not an offensive way. It's like a camaraderie type thing. But I still don't like that word. I don't use it. I don't use it, and I don't like people that use it around, because there's too many people that suffered, bled, and died because they were called that word. Okay, so that word is somewhat offensive to many people. Okay, whether you do it in a very endearing and friendly manner, or whether you do it in a very accusatory and negative manner, either way, many people don't like it. So I don't use that word. All right. But yeah, they called us Negro back then, and they never called us black. That's what we were, But the reason why they called us black, in our minds, man, black was a bad thing to be called. You call me black, I'm gonna fight, all that kind of stuff. Anyway, but yeah, there were two psychologists, and they were married too. They got married. They met each other at Columbia University. They got their PhDs together, and they got married. And they started to practice. They moved to New York, and they started this psychological experiment on children. That's Dr. Kenneth right there, and Mamie, his wife. They did these experiments in the 30s. And the experiments revealed some things. It revealed the preference for the white doll for all of the questions and attributed positive attributes to the white dolls. The Clarks concluded that prejudice, discrimination, and segregation caused black children to develop a sense of inferiority and self-hatred. Okay, that's the test they did. Now the test, back again, let me show you this back again. This was the test. They basically got kids, and he did hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of kids. See, they asked them certain questions about the dolls. Which would you prefer, Johnny? I'm going to show you the set of questions they asked them right now. Hold up. Pull it up right now. I'll show you. There's several questions they asked them, and this is how they determined. Okay, hold up. It ain't coming up right. Okay, here we go. These are the, no, that's not it. Come on, hold on. This is it right here. This is the question they asked right here. All right. You say, Johnny, show me the doll that you like the best, or that you like to play with, Johnny. Okay. And they say, show me the doll that's the very nice doll, Johnny. Show me the doll that looks bad, Johnny. Johnny, give me the doll that looks like a white child, Johnny, and give me the doll that looks like you, Johnny, and give me the doll that looks like a Negro, and give me the doll that looks like a colored child. Well, that's another term they called us back then, colored. Yeah, and a lot of people, well, that was acceptable back then, but it's not acceptable now. Call somebody colored. Anyway, was also a common question. And what they found out was, here's what they found out: that every time the kids were asked these questions, guess what? The white doll was what they chose. Even they're black, they wouldn't choose anything that looked like them. They chose the white doll over the black doll every time. And that's why they came to the conclusion that how you raise your child, how you speak to your children, how you tell your children, determines how they feel about themselves, and how they could be learned to have self-hatred because of their race. And that's what, this was very significant. If you remember the Supreme Court case back in the 50s, Brown versus the Board of Education. That's how schools got to be desegregated, because the Supreme Court ruled that it was unconstitutional to have segregated schools, and their work was very instrumental in getting the Supreme Court to rule that segregation in schools was wrong, because segregated schools never got the black children the opportunity to be mingled with the whites to show that they're just as good. So that's one of the reasons why every time a black kid was presented choice between a white doll and a black doll, he chose the white doll, because he'd never been around white. And if you always hear negative terms about you black, you're not good, you this, you that, you're gonna take that in. So that's all they knew. Black was bad, white is good. And so they taught that in school, when they taught in every facet of society. And so that's what happened. This was a landmark study. The Dool Test was a landmark study, and that's why was used by the Supreme Court to determine that the segregated schools are wrong. Okay. What significance? Again, I just mentioned it to you. The Supreme Court cited Clark's 1950 paper in the Brown versus Board of Education decision, and acknowledged its implicity in the following passage. to separate African American children from others of similar race, similar age, and qualifications solely because of their race, gender, generates a feeling of inferiority as to their status in the community that they may affect their hearts and minds in ways unlikely ever to be undone. Dr. Kenneth Clark was dismayed that the court failed to cite two other conclusions he had reached: that racism was inherently an American institution, and that school segregation inhibited the development of white children as well. White children were inhibited too because they couldn't benefit from learning and being around how black people were. And that's so in their minds, black people were bad too. You know what I'm saying? So not only was that segregation affecting the black children, but it was also affecting the white children. Okay. So anyway, it was being segregated was very racist. And so that was led to the conclusion by the Supreme Court that was wrong and that was struck down. Okay. Last one we out, man. Tell you I ain't playing in that. Watch this. Number three, let's go. Focus. Has the findings of the test made a difference? In some cases, yes. In some cases, no. People gonna be people. And then what happened was when the schools became desegregated, the people that were determined to live a segregated life, they started taking these kids out of public school, and they put them in private school. So that still contributed to the segregated mind and the stereotypes against blacks and so forth. Okay, so in a way, I remember when I was a kid, my first to the third or fourth grade, they were all black, and then after that, we started bus. I went to a white school, not a white school, but there was a black school, but they started putting whites in the school as well. So I started learning about white folks then, and my mind, I told y'all, I had a bad conception of myself as well as other blacks because of the stereotypes and things I would learn. To me, black wasn't that good. But what liberated me was a man by the name of James Brown. Go figure. How could James Brown liberate me? Huh? Who is James? Godfather. What could he? Yeah, you told me. Remember that song? I'm Black and I'm Proud. When I heard that song, man, wow, it changed my life, man. I started thinking I said, hey, James Brown said, man, I'm just as good as anybody. And I got a sense of pride in me, man. I was in fourth, I was like fifth or sixth grade. I don't know. I was a kid, man, when that song came out. But when I heard it, man, it gave me a new outlook on life. And I started thinking I'm just as good as anybody. The one little song changed my. I know it didn't do nothing with you. Like, Bobbie, you crazy, man. I know. But that's what it did. I'm telling you the truth. Anyway, that's it, man. So I got for you. Let's get ready to ride this train. We out just a few minutes. We're gonna be gone, man. You know how we do. Let's go. People get ready. Whether the train is coming, don't need no ticket. You just get on board or needed love. Who said against sweet, sweet love? Don't need no ticket. You just get on board. Get on board. 1 minute, please. I gotta take a sip. When I say toot toot, you say all aboard. Toot toot, toot toot. When I say all aboard, you say toot toot. All aboard, all aboard, all aboard. Let's go. Y'all ready, man? We got but a few. We riding the trenches. A few minutes. We out, man. We out. I gotta find out who rubbing up, talking up, buffalo. Be the first man in there. He's like, who that is? Who that said he gonna beat them? I need to know. I got to know. Inquiring man want to know who that is. Let's go. Who we got? Who we got in this house today? Casey, what's up, Casey? How you doing, brother? Good to see you. See ya. He said, good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. And for those of you that are here in the Philippines, good evening. It is 10:04 p.m. in the evening here in the Philippines. So good to see you, Casey. Casey said, I'm going to be number one today, number 100. He made it, man. He wasn't playing. But I believe, man, coming up, I'm going to be number one. I just got up, man. I saw your little notification, man. I'm jumping on. I'm going to be number one today. Hey, he made it, man. Congrats to you, Casey. Y'all give us a proud. Ryan Train, BobbieD, Lacey, One Nation. Who we got? Marche. What's up, Marche? How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. He's a born, bro. What's up, man? You all right? Good to see you, man. Marche, if you look like you're new here, man, if you have not signed up on the Love Train, go to liveinthephilippines.com, hit that subscribe button, man, and then like the video. Okay, man? So good to see you. Round Train, BobbieD, Lacey, who we got? Frederick Mason. What's up, Fair Mason? How you doing, brother? You never lost a case. He said, oh, good evening, Bobby. Hey, good evening to you, Frederick. You all right, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Who we got? Right, Trey, Bobby, DC, One Nation. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Y'all know, y'all let me forget, man. I got to go back up here to number 2. Marche, man, you know I love you, right? But I got to tell you something. Everybody hit the number 2 spot. You know what I tell them? Number 2 just won't do. Sorry about that, man. But you know, hey, you ought to strive to be number 1. You always strive to do the best, be our best, be number 1. And ain't nothing be wrong with being number 1. It's a lonely number, but it's the best number in the numeric system. Okay, good to see you, Marsha. Hey, man, don't get mad at me, man. But I tell every number 2 that. Okay, all right, train Bobby Lizzie. Who we got? He said, what do you do, my kid? Hey, man, I'm doing good, man. King Bobby, I'm all right. King Bobby, you doing good, man. Hey, man, I'm trying to get this day over. It's been a long day, man. Long day. I had a lot of stuff. I had a problem with my computer today, man. I thought I was never going to get it fixed, man. But I'm a computer technician, so I fixed it, but it took me long. I don't know if y'all know anything about the computer drives, but I bought this brand. I'm on a brand new computer. I bought the computer. But what they did when I bought it, and I didn't know this, the computer was partitioned. If you know anything about partitions, there's a C drive, right? But not only did they have a C drive, they went and messed around and got a partition D drive. So what happened was, I couldn't do anything. I said, what's going on? What's going on? My computer would respond. I found out that the C drive, hard drive, was full because they took most of the disk and put it on a D drive. So anyway, I had to figure out how to unpartition it, and I had to do what's called extending. I had to take the data from the C drive, from the D drive, and push it over to the D, and it took me forever, man. I had to figure it out. I know the first clue, but I figured, but that's for my day to day. Roger, everybody, Lizzie, who we got? Brandon, man, what's up, Brandon? He said, Casey, I see you, man. Great on the number. Hey, man, Casey did it today, man. He was playing. He said, I got to do this thing right, tight, long. What's going on? What's going on? Roger, Bobby, Lizzie. Morning, Freddie Mason. Morning, Marcia. How you doing? You all right, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Ryan Train, Bobby, Lizzie, who we got? Murphy Hayes, how about this? What's up, man? How you doing, Murphy? Murphy in the house, Gunny in the house, Gunny in the house. Woo, what's up, Gunny? You all right, man? Good to see you, good to see you, good to see you. Ryan Train, Bobby, Lizzie, who we got? Murphy Hayes, hello, Bridget. All my Bridget in the house say, who? All my ladies in the house say, hooray. I ain't got no lady now. I had to say it for him. Hooray. Ryan Train, Bobby, Lizzie, who we got? Murphy Hayes, it don't matter anyway. Sir Mason, nah, man. It don't matter, man. You know, the only thing matters is money. Money on your mind and your mind on the money. Let's go. Right, Bobby, let's see who we got. That's it. All right, y'all. I'm sorry, I got one more. First message, yes, sir, yes, sir, sir. Can't complain, Sir Hayes. I got you, man. I got you, man. Right, Bobby, let's see. He said, it don't matter anyways, man. I got you, man. All right, man. So, man, we out, man. I told y'all we're gonna feed to this thing today. I got to go. I got some stuff there. All right, who we got? We're not even gonna do the announcements tonight, man. I'm gonna let that go. Because it's been a long one. But I'll be back tomorrow. I hope to be with you guys. Let's see, what's today? Tuesday. I hope to be with you guys between from now until Friday or Saturday. Friday or Saturday this week. Okay. So I'll be either morning or I'll be here at night. One of the night right now. It's the night. I'm gonna try to make it tomorrow morning. Okay. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But I'm gonna try real hard because I got a lot of stuff. But I'm gonna try to be back tomorrow. And I'll have another sizzling topic for you. And for those of you guys, I tell you, every time we do a Black History or something like that, Black History, people don't even care about their own self. That's how bad we've been messed up in this world. That's how bad we've been brainwashed in this world. We don't even respect our own history. A lot of us don't. We don't even respect a lot of us don't even respect our own selves. You know, that's just how we were psychologically manipulated. And it's a sad statement. But it's still, much of that psychological manipulation is still going on to this day. And I had a question is, did segregation make a difference? And I said, in some people's lives it did, in some people's lives it didn't. You know? It depends on your situation. That's how you answer that question. And me, I can say in some ways it did because I got a chance to know Caucasians. You know, prior to the segregation, I didn't know any Caucasian, how they reacted and stuff like that. I had ideas about them, you know, but being around them taught me that they were just like me and I was just like them. The only difference I saw was how we were raised, our cultural differences. But as far as being people, the same thing, okay? And I found that I had this thing back in the day. They were smarter than us. Now I found out we just as smart as them. You know, hey, everybody. A lot of stuff I had, so it helped me to in that regard. And I'm sure it helps some of you as well. That's it, man. That's all I got. We'll see y'all next time, man. Hope to be here tomorrow. Probably in the morning. I hope. If not, you'll see me tomorrow. I'll be in the evening doing live stream. If you don't see me doing live stream, I'll do a video. Cut the video. Okay. All right. That's it for now. This is BobbieD saying take care. God bless and peace.